don't think Rip Ride Rockit's gonna be open today. To everyone who thought this was gonna get relocated, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I don't think it's going to Carowinds. This is so crazy to see. This thing was cycling with guests literally days ago, and now it looks like this. Wow. Most of the end of the ride has been completely bulldozed, but there you can see the pop up into the brake run. That is still there for now. They've been working really fast. Before Rockit even closed, this area that ran parallel to the coaster was like the first area that they really started digging up. So now that the coaster's gone, makes sense that this is the first sections of track that they would take out. Yeah, this area is gonna look so different in a couple of years. Or even next week for that matter. This is by no means confirmed or anything, but my gut says one of the last areas to be removed will be the station. I mean, they're most certainly not gonna reuse it for the new coaster, that's for sure. But it's just in a very specific space in between those two sound stages. They gotta be careful. Right there you can see a footer still there. That is actually not from Rockit because it's on the other side of the pathway, maybe for a lamppost or something. Either way, it's probably coming down soon. In the park now. This is a crazy view. Look at that. This is my first time being up here since the ride officially closed, so of course we have work walls completely surrounding the entrance. This is wild to see. Don't get used to this view because who knows how long it'll be around for. But we do know that there is a notice of commencement that they have to have everything done concerning Rockit deconstruction by the end of September, which is a tight deadline, especially when you have Horror Nights that's gonna be starting up here soon. And that alone has caused them to reroute many of the queues because they get so close to where Rockit is. So a major event going on during a major ride deconstruction. The sign is still here though, for now. Right here next to the bathrooms, this is normally the exit for a lot of the different houses here during Horror Nights. You would walk directly underneath Rip Ride Rockit. This year though, that is not going to be the case. Over here on the far side, we have a lot of big changes. First off, you can see that massive crane over there. That is currently backstage of the park in an area that is rumored to be for where the station and queue will be for the new attraction, which would actually open up this entire pathway, which would be quite nice. You can tell that this piece right here is going to be one of the next to go because they cut the ties of the rails. So that's probably where they want to split the spine so they can remove the rest of this section. And that would include the supports holding it up. And I'm sure the rest will follow. I like how they left just this little piece dangling. Just a lot of steel that they used to make this ride. Well, that does it for this Rip Ride Rockit destruction update. Stay tuned for more. I mean, they're tearing this thing down fast, so it probably won't be too long before we have more information. Before we go, though, I did want to bring this back up because there's been a lot of speculation about what the theme is going to be for the new attraction, and people saw all these teasers. They were up on these work walls surrounding the helix thinking, oh, it's going to be Ghostbusters because it mentions restoring the firehouse, which is right here, but latest rumors are suggesting that they're just going to bring back the Ghostbusters meet and greet for the firehouse because it no longer be used for whatever attraction is coming next, and that the current ride being planned for right here would actually be Fast and Furious themed, like the one in Hollywood, which is interesting because they do have a Fast and Furious ride right here, but you know, if the rumors are true, then this could actually be the end coming soon for Fast and Furious Supercharged, which my 2 cents on it, I think it makes a lot of sense. You know, and there's no rumors to back up what I'm about to say, but I feel like if I were the studio and I had involvement in the theme park in a say, I would not be super satisfied with Fast and Furious Supercharged, and I would say, okay, you can take it out. It will have been 10 years at that point. You can take it out if we use Fast and Furious for the new attraction. Then that's something they can be proud of that has their IP, and then they can reuse that space for something else. I don't know. I just think that makes sense, and also from a manufacturing standpoint, there's put a lot of R&D into these new Intamin, like rotating vehicles. The new trains look super sick, so why not duplicate them over here on the East Coast? I just hope they don't call it Hollywood Drift, because that wouldn't make a whole lot of sense here in the New York section. But anyways, make sure to stay tuned for more rocket destruction updates here at Coaster Studios. We'll see you next time.